But we got another fox on this hill where I just caught one yesterday. This hill's about 6. Alright, new hat, new territory. I just acquired permission to do some coyote trapping up in this clear cut. It was cut off about maybe 8 years ago, so now it's super thick, but there is an old skid road that runs right down the middle, which we're going to take. But right at the bottom end here, I see there's like a little bit of a retention pond that might be worth a look. It's the only source of water around here because everything has been so dry, and today is 80 frickin' degrees, like summertime in November 5th. Unbelievable. But I would imagine any canines are running this little top ridge right here, right around this pond, just because it's just what they do. So maybe we'll set a couple traps here at the end, but for right now, we're going to hop on the four-wheeler and we're going to go right down the center of that clear cut and see what we can see. If we find some little open areas, we're going to make some sets and see if we could pick off a couple of these coyotes. Now, my boy was in here last week. He took 2 red ones out with his bow. If you follow my channel, you'll see that video is up, and put the link in the description if you want to check it out. 2 coyotes with a bow. So we're going to take a little ride here. It's a little rough because, you know, them skids, they make a mess, them skidders, when they go in and log off a piece. So the only trees really left here are the pines and the evergreens. So let's take a look and see how she looks. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the problem I'm having back in here. I mean, it's really nice and beautiful. You can tell every critter in the freaking county is living in here. But trying to get around, things look so deceiving. I had this really nice long road down in there. Look at that, nice and clean and flat. Keeps going. I'm just rolling along, and that looks fine right there. That's where I went through. I mean, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. So I'm pretty much at the end of the clear cut. You can go around that ridge right there, and then it starts to slope down. But if I get any kind of rain, I'm never going to get back out. So, and I sure as hell don't feel like walking home. So we're going to start backing out. So I'll bring you back in when I find another good spot, as long as I don't get stuck. See you there. Okay, I backed out a little bit. I didn't see anything I liked down in that ravine. But I'm going to show you some of the things I kind of like on these roads. Now you see these stumps here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stumps on this road. Now in normal situations they would actually make good post sets. But I'll tell you what I like right down here is this little dirt mound right here. I don't know why. It's just something that I just get a feeling for. So I am going to make a post set right alongside. I'm going to grab one of these old deadfalls, and I'm going to stick it right on top of there. You can see there's a little bit of a stump left, and then I got this old one right here, and once I clear out some of these heavy leaves, this is almost going to be like a walk-through post set. So that's what we're going to do, and we're on this nice trail that goes down through the clear cut, and I'm going to set this one up. I'll show you how I do that. Right about there, looks good. Okay, so we have the existing log right here, and then we have the dirt pile. I found a nice punky log, which I really like to use because they're super dry and super absorbent. So whatever you put on them is going to stay on them. We're going to go with the, I'm going to work it from the back side so you can see what I'm doing. That didn't sound too good, but I'm going to get my gloves. And I've cleared some of the leaves out to make a walkthrough, which runs right along here. So the idea is, he comes down the road, sees the little stump here, it's got some stink on it, with his nose touches this, his foot touches the trap. So we're going to go with the Duke 550. I like them a lot. And as soon as I find my digging tool, I'm going to make a little hole. We'll clear leaves out. We're just going to dig down, which is never easy in the woods, but that's why I use this kind of tool. It chops the roots, the little roots anyways. So I'm working from the side that I normally wouldn't, but so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now the leaves, just like the snow, is going to cover a lot of your mistakes. So you don't have to worry about too much dirt. It'll be under the leaves when it's all said and done. And the trap will be 10 inches off this point right here. We get a nice trap bed going. Get our driver. I don't know if you guys ever tried it, but working a trap bed from the opposite side is not that easy. So I'm going to come in from the side a little bit. Yep, I don't think that's going anywhere. Okay. So now, we're going to see how our trap sits in our bed. Always make a little extra hole for your chain to fall into, so you don't get no wobble. Make a nice platform for your levers. You curl that chain right down in there, and the trap sits right in there. Sometimes you have to support a lever with a rock just to make it nice and tight. Whoa, yeah, baby, don't do that. I actually beat that trap, you believe that? Night latch, that's what's nice about these 550s. They got the built-in night latch. You don't have to do nothing. There we go. Slip a little rock under there. Because if the dirt moves underneath your levers, then the trap's going to move. You're going to get a pan cover. Okay. Sometimes I use leaves, but we're going with the landscaper fabric. It's one of my #1 choices. Not saying it's the perfect choice, but whatever works for you is the one you want to use. And expose the pan. Get that baby in there. Now, because of the leaves, that's it. You see this little grass? We're going to leave that too, because that's a guide. That's going to keep them from skirting where he needs to be. Pull the old leaves back down in there. A couple more is going to blow off the trees. That'll be that. Now we're going to lure this up. I'm going to show you how I do that. But first, I'm going to get a little tiny hole right underneath there. I'm going to change gloves. You never want to use your trap handling gloves with your Louis handling gloves. Bare hands, or you want that stink on you for the rest of the day, but I prefer not to. Now for this, we're going to go with a good quality fox urine. Go with the BT's Coyote Cocaine, made by Bluegrass Trapper. It's a predator lure, food gland curiosity, which is perfect for what we're doing. So to do that, we're just going to load up this. We're going to turn the bottom up so we can load it up, just like that. Then we're going to turn it over So it's just put a tiny bit on top. Hide the stick down the hole. And you turn that over so that it's not exposed to the weather. It'll last a lot longer. So for down the hole, we're just going to use a marble-sized piece of sheep's wool, which is right here. Start it down the hole, and I'm going with gator oil. It's going to give it a little dousing. So we got the gland lure working, and we got curiosity working, especially not too many alligators up here in New York. And we're just going to give a little squirt right on top of that punky log. You see how it sucks right in there. And that's it. That's the set. Walk through post set. Any coyote with his right mind is going to come down here and take that sniff, and guess what? Okay. We're going to head back down and take the other Y and see if another location presents itself. I'll bring you back in when we get to there. Alright, well, that was no fun. Got a little stuck here, but I got lucky and got out of it. So we got one road going this way. Looks like it goes down over the hill there. Might be a stream there, but we're going to take this one up right to the edge of the property and see if we can make a set or two. Alright, we'll keep going. Stay on the high ground. I found a good spot to make a nice dirt hole. Now, I didn't show making the dirt hole because I assume everybody that watches my channel, or mostly everybody, knows how to make a dirt hole. It's not how you make it, it's more important where you make it. So we got a road coming down through here, it just continues all the way through and then shoots up over the other side. I found this nice knoll of dirt. It looks like an old rotted stump. It's been here for a very long time, so I was able to drill a hole in there, and that's what it looks like right there. Now we got this rock on the side. Not the conventional place to put urine, which is usually behind the hole or right alongside it, but off to the left. So what that does is, you know, coyotes, they follow their nose. So that gives them 2 points to focus in on, besides where his feet are, which is the most important. So if he's not worried about his feet, he's moving them around. I got a really good bait down that hole, and I had an extra mouse. I threw that down there too, just for fun. So it's the only dirt spot for a good long ways on this road, and we'll see what happens. I got a nice knoll right here, so again, it makes it almost a walkthrough that he has to step if he wants to check things out. Maybe later, if it doesn't get any action, or if I make a miss, I'll put some gland lure on this side, so I'll have the hole, the gland lure, and the urine all working for me. So we are going to go, I don't know where we're going to go. I almost got stuck again. It's really nasty in here. You know, these big skid ruts, they're hard to see when they're filled in with leaves. And they're full of clay, so it ain't easy getting around. But maybe we're going to hop over here, get through this tall grass, and we'll see where that leads. All right, well, we're going to have to wrap it up here for today. We got a couple sets in. It's pretty rough in there. I'm going to have to come back tomorrow when I check my traps with my little mini saw and make my own roads, because those ruts are, some of them are 2.5 feet deep, and they're filled with leaves. As soon as I hit them, I'm digging. So we're going to mess with that pond, which is over there, maybe tomorrow, and it's really hot, 80 degrees. But I just got a call from the farmer. We got another fox on top of that hill, just like the one I got yesterday. So I'm going to head over there, and I'll see you when I get there. Guys, we're back out of here on the farm a few hours later. We got, you know, normal things get in the way, like naps and dinner and stuff like that. But we got another fox on this hill where I just caught one yesterday. This hill's about 6 feet high, and like I said, they like to get up on top and check things out. These are real nice red too. He's digging himself a hole now, so I don't know how I'm going to remake that. It's going to be a big hole set, but it's another beautiful red for sure.